Okay, I think I want to pull cards on how are things going with Trump in the trial court, because he's sitting there scowling at people and nodding off in the court. And I think it's not just because he's tired. I think he's over medicated. He can't be sitting there popping his uppers when he's in court. Okay? So, what can you tell me? How are things going with Trump in court? How is he handling all of this? So what we have first is sacrifice. I'm sorry. Yes, it's worse than what they did to Jesus Christ. I'm being tortured. I'm being sacrificed here. I'm a sacrificial lamb. Sacrifice. Oh, Lord, have mercy. So what we have above it, sacrifice. Yeah, his big mental spin that he's in, what he's holding to, that he's just being sacrificed. It's, Lord. What a drama queen he is. And the foundation is, oh yeah, the grinding wheel. The grinding wheel that you can't get out of. He is being squeezed. And he's, this is the big heavy marriage. I mean, he did it. Okay? And I think that he thinks he's being sacrificed, that everybody's turning on him. Even his good friend that, catch and kill. Yeah. He's being nailed to the cross even as we speak. So going into it, we have awe. So let's see what we have about that. What about awe? I mean, it was like he wanted to say he's going to come through this, and but let's see, awe. It's about the message he wants to put out about the actions. And, yeah, what he's married to, the actions, in awe. Now, I think it's awe not in a positive way, but in awe of the fact that he is being sacrificed, okay? That he's got this big millstone around the neck, and that the people there are turning against him is what he thinks. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Will-o'-the-wisp. Okay. So let's see what we have above it to make sense of this outcome. Will-o'-the-wisp. Yeah, that they're all turning against him. Swords in the back. These people could not be trusted. Yeah, the friends, will-o'-the-wisp, they've all turned against him. He's the grand sacrifice. So yeah, the foundation is the millstone around his neck that's grinding, he can't get out from under. And the marriage he had of his friends, that anybody that's not for me is against me, and they've all turned, etc. Because above it we have this strong mindset of transformation. The message that's taking place is that they're killing him, okay? They're all putting swords in my back. At the center of it, I'm the sacrifice. Okay? He's in awe of the fact that they've all turned against him. Okay? That there's no loyalty. Okay? So, yeah, will-o'-the-wisp, these ones are just they all turned against me. There's no loyalty, like he has loyalty to anyone. He has loyalty to no one. But he can't believe that they've all turned against him, and he's this sacrifice that's just being nailed to the cross. Oh my God. So we're going to pull the tarot as well. I just want to give these a real good shuffle here first. And we'll see what the tarot has to say about it. But he's in awe of the fact, just dumbfounded, in disbelief, that they've all turned against him. Okay, so let's see what we have above. Ruling this reading is about what's coming, the pathway open, and okay, underneath of it all, what's being hung up, where this is going, seeing from a different viewpoint, okay, that he's stuck with this new stuff, new messages, new grounded information that's coming out. Okay, so at the center of it, we have what's being worked on. Okay, above it, we have what's being shared, and the foundation is the DOJ, and it's all a plot by Biden. Biden's doing this, it's all a big ugly pot. They're all working on it. Oh my Lord. So going into it, we have in agreement. There's an agreement. What's happening today is the lid, he wanted to keep the lid on things, but we'll have to see what comes out of that when that lid is pulled off. Above it, what's the next move? Trying to look at the next move, looking for help, I think, from Russia, from the other things, the drama. He keeps looking for help from outside because underneath of it all, this is affecting his world. Okay. Now, I don't think, he's getting help, of course, for the election with propaganda from China, propaganda from Russia. Okay. But they can't do anything to help him with these court cases. So the challenge is the witnesses. That would be a big challenge, what the witnesses have to say, with the outcome being, the strong arm of the law, the courts, the information. Above it, there's really nowhere he can go. He's got to stay there, okay? He's got to stay there and looking at the judgment that's coming down underneath of it all, these new ideas, this new stuff that's being put out. Again, so let's take this all together. So all together, above it all, we have what's being worked on, the new information that's coming out, the daily happenings of new messages, grounded, and he's just upside down. He can't go anywhere. The foundation is, this is The DOJ is after him. Biden is after him. It's affecting his whole world, all the judgment coming down on his head. So yeah, a world of judgment is really affecting him. Now, when it comes to what's being shared, going into it, he was looking for help, but guess what? It's not coming. He's not getting the help that he wanted. Okay? So he's feeling abused. He's feeling like the sacrificial lamb. You know, they're all hanging me up on the cross. They're all fair weather friends. None of them are loyal. So what's going on today? You know, waiting for the lid to come off, with the challenge being the witnesses. Okay, what's coming next? He doesn't really know. But there is, unfortunately for him, a consensus when it comes to the court. Okay, when it comes to the information that's being put out there, there is a consensus happening, which is not looking good for him at all. So he's in there feeling like he looks so defeated when he comes out of court now, that everybody's against me. And of course he wants to go out there with the bravado and nonsense. But I think another reason he's shutting down in court, because he just can't take hearing this. Okay? He cannot take hearing this, the truth of the situation, and that people are willing to stand up and talk about the truth of it rather than lying for him. Okay? They're not going to perjure themselves for him. And so I think that just emotionally, everything as well, he can't take hearing this. And so he shuts down. Because this is, you know, pulling the rug out from his whole world. The emperor has no clothes. Okay? And so, you know, as much as he wants to try to prop himself up, just the MAGA is not doing it for him. And he sees all those that were supposed to surrounding him, that he expects absolute loyalty from, and where he has loyalty to no one. Now, he's getting a little taste of his medicine. They're not having loyalty to him when it comes to saving their own behinds. They're all turning on him. So that's what I get with what's happening with Trump and his mentality in court as we go forward. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.